Hi guys, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. I am Nicole. So this is going to be a collective message for the sign of Pisces for November, mid-November, or whenever you hear it, that's when you're meant to get it, right? So this will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watchers. If that is your thing, welcome to. And guys, discern what is for you and leave the rest behind. Don't force things to fit if they don't. I did get a lot of the videos out today. I'm super excited. It's been a minute. Pisces, I know it's been a while too that I got one out for you guys. So patience, please, and thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get to you guys as quickly as possible now that I had a hot second to get a few things accomplished around here. So let's go ahead. Let's dive in, get started. I am available for personal readings on a limited basis, and that information is in the description box below and the about section of the page. So, all right, Pisces. Oh, water signs. Oh, water, water, water. Let's see for Pisces, please, Spirit. I feel like you're trying to take charge of something. You may be expecting somebody to conform to your thought process, actually. We'll see how this goes. It's kind of funny. Like I get this image of like you standing there with hands on your hips and going, "This is the way it's going to be." You might be full of somebody's or tired of somebody's bullshit around you. Losing your patience. Pisces collective, please. Yeah, I've always said it, like, I wish I could take like a plug and like plug it into my head and have a computer screen that shows exactly what spirit sends me via clairvoyancy. Like, it's just insane. Like, okay, anyhow. Oh, there you are, Pisces the moon. You are like, the idea that you're cutting through bullshit is really what's coming up for me here for some reason. Like, it's like you're laying the law down, you're losing patience. Like, if you were under somebody's thumb for a little while, like all of a sudden you're waking up to whatever this was and you're like, listen, I make the rules. What have you guys got going on? And then it's complicated on the bottom. Obedience summons the moon, and you got complicated, forbidden. Like, it's kind of reminding me of some Scorpio energy. Like, tell me that I can't and fucking watch me, right? Like, you may not feel like someone else is getting where you're coming from at this time. You're extremely intuitive about whatever this is, but I feel like maybe for a little while you were kind of hiding under a rock of awareness. Like, I don't know how else to explain this. Like, I don't know. Let's pull some cards. Let's see what in the world comes out. What else comes up? But honestly, like, I feel like whatever the situation is, like, you're very loyal to it. So this could be somebody, a family or a relationship. Maybe even your children, where you're just at a point where like enough is enough, but you're very loyal, you're very patient to a point, but it's just like a no nonsense approach moving forward. And this is just how it's going to be. Like, these are the roles and these are the rules. And you got 3, 4, 5 here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, as a matter of fact. So you may be seeing those numbers quite frequently. So, all right, let's see this energy. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but on this side of it, it's kind of funny. Ace of Fire, 2 of Earth. How are we gonna do this? Oh boy. All right, let's see. All right, Pisces, for you. Renewal, 20. All right, let's see. Focus surrounding you. Page of Pentacles. I just feel like, you know, well, hold on a second. 10 of Wands, what you need to know. 10 of Wands. Like I said, you've had enough. Enough is enough is enough is enough. And like, I think you do know that. your focus being the Knight of Pentacles is it's time to get shit done. It's time to make some movement forward. This renewal, like maybe you needed that time under that rock to get a better understanding of what was going on around you in a situation. You've assessed, you're aware, and now it's time to do what you need to do. Obstacle for you guys. What is the obstacle for Pisces, please? What is the obstacle for Pisces? Five of Pentacles. No give and take, feeling in lack. Maybe feeling like your money is out of balance. You may be bossing up. Strength here. Three of Cups. You're able to work together. You do. You work together well with people. Like you're very capable of doing that. You're willing to do that. Are the people around you working with you? Would be my question. And then the outcome here for November for Pisces, please. You say, and you know, typically the Three of Pentacles is working well together, you know, collaborating, whatever. But this Three of Cups, though, to me is also working well with another person. There's a cause, or people, there's a cause to celebrate. So outcome. King of Pentacles, feeling more grounded, feeling more stable. But the anxiety of the Nine of Swords underneath there. So, all right, guys, let's see what's happened. Let's do some clarifying. All right. So, I feel like you've just had enough. Some of you may be public speaking too. I don't know why that comes up. Maybe you were, it kind of comes through as like you were told you had to do something a certain way. Like you had to give a particular speech. You know, if you were writing a paper, it had to be on this. Like you kind of feel like you had to conform to something for a while. It might have been a spouse's idea of what it was supposed to be, family-wise, tradition-wise. Like it could be lots of various things for all of you. But it's just like, no more. We ain't doing this anymore. So let's see. Eight of Cups, Four of Cups. So you're done being distracted. You're done being distracted. You're done being thrown off course. What is this renewal about? Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Like, you know, full awareness to the fact of this sense of renewal, right? This sense of change, that it's time to get up. You know, I feel like again, I'm going to go back to this. You've sat back under your rock, under a tree, in your cave, under the water, whatever. And you've really had time to assess, to learn, to examine, to observe what was going on around you for a particular period of time. And I don't know why Spirit's saying you may be dealing with a Leo. Regardless, you watched how this was kind of coming together around you. And I feel like whoever you're dealing with dropped the ball. Whatever situation, whether it was work or a person or whatever, they dropped the ball. And I know I've got the Six of Wands there, but this is how it's coming through to me. So during this period of assessment that you're doing, or reviewing something, or learning something, watching these things take place, it's almost like you're planning and scheming on how you can do it better. And I won't call it from the sense of ego, but it's just like sitting back and watching something, knowing from the outside perspective that what is going on in front of you is not going to work because, I don't know, maybe they forgot to put a foundation in there, or maybe they've missed a screw or two, and you know it's a matter of time till something collapses. And through this, it's kind of like letting them do what they need, whoever this is around you, whatever this is around you, letting them do whatever it was they thought was the right way of doing things, only to watch it start to fall apart. And then finally you stepping in at this point and going, this is not the way this is going to happen anymore. I've had enough of the bullshit. King of Earth, or the Knight of Earth, Knight of Pentacles. Blech, I know what I meant to say. Again, and now it's time. The focus right now is, I talked about that Three of Pentacles. There it is on the split with the King of Swords. You're taking a logical approach to the situation. You've sat back, you've watched, you've gained the insight, the wisdom, the clarity. to the situation and how it's not working. The tradition, I talked about tradition, right? There's the Hierophant card of Taurus. That it didn't work. The old way of doing things didn't work. And this could very much be related to a job, maybe old systems in place that are just ass backwards. Maybe they worked 20 years ago when they were fantastic, but they don't work today. I want to go, are they being innovative? And with these pentacles here, it kind of reaffirms that to me. So this focus of the Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, again, that higher knowledge, right? Trusting our intuition, maybe not, some unknowns happening, letting the things be seen and come to you as they need to. You're aware. Three of Swords, it didn't work out. Plain and simple, it didn't work out. It was a disappointing ending to something. Again, 2-3 there. It wasn't going to work. You knew it couldn't work the way that it was going, and it was going to cause disappointments. To me, this isn't so much heartbreak as it is a disappointment attached to this. It may have cost money, time, energy, effort, time well wasted. Some would go, well, we learned a lesson. Other people were going, this was going, I seen what this was leading to. So if this was a relationship type situation, you knew that this was not going to end well one way or another. There was an internal knowing that this wasn't going to be the way that other people maybe thought it did, or even at one point maybe you thought it would. If this is business, work related, same thing. Like, there was disappointments attached to this, and you've seen it coming. You've seen it coming for a long time, and knowing that this would eventually come to be. This would eventually be made seen to you, to other people around you, right? That something was going to have to change. And the focus of this now is, oh, now we know. Now it's come to light, So what you need to know, the 10 of Wands. Those are a lot of burdens, a lot of heavy energy right there. Page of Pentacles, slow moving. 10 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, this is, I just want to go for the majority of you. I feel like this is going to be work related. You got, who was it? Wasn't Taurus. Was it Aquarius maybe? Maybe it was Taurus. I can't remember. I did another reading today for another sign, and a lot of Pentacles in it. A lot of Pentacles again. Anyhow, that, like, the rebuild process. So if this is an ending of a relationship, I don't think that you're moving. I think that if you were cohabitating, it's likely the other person is moving at this time. But it's going to be a slow rebuild. A slow rebuild to get back to where you needed to be. But and even at that though, even though I almost feel like it seems to be slow moving to you, because I think you've waited for a long time knowing that this was coming, but the rebuild's going to happen, I think, a lot faster than you believe. It's going to, I think, catch you by surprise, and it's going to feel really heavy temporarily, but the rebuild's going to happen a lot quicker than you think that it could possibly happen. It's almost like you're not missing a beat, and whatever the situation is, whether it's work, it's love, it's whatever for you, it's like you're not, even if it did seem very heavy, like you're just trudging through it. You're going through it, like what you have to do to get back to the 10 of Pentacles energy. You're going to be stable. You're going to be fine. So if you have any worry attached to this, if things are going to work out, if what you're doing is going to be promoted well or seen well, like, it will be perfectly fine. Like, it's going to come off very stable, very grounded in due time. So I wouldn't worry about it. But in the excuse me, in the obstacle space, though, we've got the 5 of Pentacles. I'm going to say, don't repeat a cycle. If you were dealing with somebody who wouldn't take help or wasn't partnering up with you very well, don't repeat what they've done. And also, if it was work and you've seen that this older person is dealing with the system they've used for 20 years, that 20-year-old system doesn't work anymore, don't get caught on the new age technology of this is now the way that it is. Because what system that they did have, or whatever this might have been from the past, it might not have been completely functional now, but there's bits and pieces to take with you moving forward that would make this more successful. So don't just don't get stuck in your own way too, like somebody else did. So somebody could be mirroring something back to you. Like they're in their old traditional way, you're in your new whatever way. This Three of Cups, even though I called it the Three of Pentacles earlier, that's also what I got from it. You've got to have to work together on this to make it work out the right way. So, and there's the Hierophant. Talk about traditions, right? The World. That's what I just said. Like, you have to make those changes. You're going to have to, just because it's old doesn't mean, you know, that it doesn't change or that it can't be incorporated at the same time, but the tradition and value could have also left that bitter taste, right? Where it was like nothing is being produced from where we are right now. This needs to be nurtured. This needs to be grown. This needs to be had. But again, I would not discount the positive aspects of what you can learn from the past situations or traditional views or whatever it was, because there's a reason. There's a reason that during a period of time, and I don't know why the hell the year 1958 is coming up, but for somebody that might make sense. That's a very specific message from Spirit. 1958, what is that, like 60 some years ago, 64 years ago. You know, and that breaks down to a 10. Time for endings and new beginnings, right? So I just still wouldn't discount, even if it was done in 1958, I wouldn't, there's a hair on the table, sorry. I still wouldn't discount why they did what they did or how they did it, because there's a reason initially. And I think it's important to understand that reason. So if you're dealing with a person that was very stuck in an old traditional aspect of things too, they may need to understand why their viewpoints don't work with you or with any other given circumstance around them. So I don't know, this is really, to me, I'm going to just kind of scream through Spirit and go innovative change. And this can be love-wise. This can be business. I get it. I kind of like this. I like this energy because it's just different. Like, it's not something I don't think I've read in maybe ever in all these years. All right. Three of Cups. What? This is going to be in your strength. Six of Cups. Or King of Swords. You are able, I think you will be able to incorporate the past knowledge that came with whatever this was. You may be learning. For some of you, this may be a new love connection too. Like, you may be in your 50s or 60s starting love all over again, and understanding that you're gonna have to, like, not wear a librarian sweater to dinner. Maybe wear a nice blouse instead. Like, this is I don't know what you guys are into, but this is probably the most lighthearted reading that I've done all day today, and I love this. So thank you, Pisces. But it's like learning, I don't want to say not to be so serious, but knowing that a change is necessary. So you can still incorporate maybe your slacks, but you need to get a blouse instead of a sweater vest kind of thing, right? Like, be a little more open to change that's going to make you feel good. It's a reason to celebrate, right? Go get your hair done. You know, if this is on a personal note, do those things, make those changes. You're going to feel better when you do. And Spirit's saying you're going to feel more mentally sharp as well. I have no idea who this is for, but oh my God. Bless you. This is awesome. In some weird way, this is awesome. And for others of you, if this is work related, Spirit's saying you may be pulling friends in from abroad. So I don't know if you have, you know, new partnerships that are starting and being created through this space, knowing the people that are going to make the best choices in those roles. So you may be pulling in people from different areas and aspects. This may be from different areas and even different departments, depending on what you do. But I feel like, you know, you have that higher knowing, that intuition for one. Two, you've watched how the past did not work out for the higher benefit of anything, left everybody kind of in a lacking space. And in the same breath, like, you know how to build from the roots that have already been planted. It just needs to be done in a different way. And that is cause for a celebration. That is cause to work together. It is cause to make things flourish and grow. And I think that with that water energy, you're in your natural element. You're in what feels good, and you're very smart about what you're doing. So I think that is, you're doing exactly what you need to do in that strength. You just have to overcome the idea of this obstacle being the Five of Pentacles with the Hierophant in the world. Like, do not fear the change from tradition, you know, but also do not discount the tradition of how you got to where you are or why. Yeah, don't, and I feel like you're afraid someone's going to steal your ideas. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. Strength in reverse. Ugh. What is this? Why is he so far? The Hangman in reversed. Give me one more. Okie dokie. The Moon. Pisces, there you are. Six of Wands. Changing it up on me. All right, so we got Leo. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries. All right. King of Pentacles. Don't get snide. All right, don't get egotistical. Don't get above. It's kind of like, don't forget where you came from. I've just said this today, I think like 3 times, but for different reasons. Not forgetting where you came from, because you may be putting yourself on a pedestal that you shouldn't. It's okay to go in. It's okay to take charge. And you need to, but don't just see it one way. And I think that's really important, because you don't want to get stuck solely on your perspective and not to be able to see it any other way, because whoever you were dealing with, whether this is work or love, that's how they were seeing it. And it didn't make you happy. It's kind of like treat people the way you expect to be treated as well. Like, if it didn't work for you because you didn't feel like you were being heard in your idea, don't cut somebody else off in their ideas too. There's a need to find a way to compromise. Even though that Three of Pentacles never did come out of the deck, it was just out on the split, it did show itself. There's a need of compromise here to find the way that we can integrate all of these things and make them all work for everybody's highest good. So very, very important side note there for you guys, okay? All right, so let's get you guys some advice and wrap this up. Interesting reading. Very interesting reading. I liked it, though. All right, for Pisces, please. Spirit. Your cards are jumping all over the place. I'm telling you, stay grounded in what you're doing. Don't get flighty and bouncy and getting like wild and crazy, because if you do, you're going to sink yourself before you get started. Very important. Anapausis. I hope I've pronounced that right. I feel like there's a release. Like it's almost like you're growing through this assessment of whatever was going on or is going on around you. Like I kind of feel like you were kind of like in this coffin, in this womb, in this space of regenerating yourself through sitting back and watching these things unfold, gaining so much to you. A lot of sacral solar plexus kind of energy to me. And learning how to nourish that from where you were. Like it was getting that game plan I talked about earlier, about that strategy, like kind of bringing it together. Do not let the ego take control, because if you do, you're going to undo everything you just worked on. You're in a good place. Keep it that way. Keep it solid. Release tension in healthy ways, massage, exercise, that kind of thing. Meditate. Keep your head clear. Always go back to the basics if you're not sure, like if you're a little uncertain. I want to say put the claws away. Don't hold any hostilities towards a past situation either. Because that's not going to be serving of you. Don't be like out for blood kind of thing. Like, I don't know where that's coming from, but pay attention. Pay attention to that, right? All right, so number 4. Pisces. I think I'm pronouncing that correct. Do not give up, but allow your heart to disengage from your struggles. Give yourself much needed rest. You are in a phase of recovery. If you have been off your path, you are going to come back strong. You will regain your spark of passion, inspiration, and devotion. A certain order of events needs to take place for your soul path to come to fruition. Commit yourself to your sacred journey, trusting that the right thing will happen at the right time. The Latin word anapasis refers to the cessation of work so you can regain strength, renew vitality, and heighten creative productivity. It is a rest for success. The Oracle of Anapasis advises physical, emotional, and psychological rest to reset yourself. That might mean switching off without fear or guilt. It is likely to mean giving up worries and the constant replay of anxiety-ridden speculations. Find some spaciousness and pleasure within and around yourself so you may be experiencing healing and renewal. If you have been considering working with a healer, this is your confirmation to pursue such a path. The Oracle also recommends finding spiritual rest even if you are still working hard. Spiritual rest happens when we take sanctuary in the sacred. We give up trying to become something or other and instead tend fully to the task at hand, completely engaged in the moment. When we do so, we are trusting that the universe knows what it is doing and that we are part of a greater unfolding plan. In modern culture, we can aspire to become someone visible, someone influential, someone powerful, and someone important. Yet no matter how much worldly or spiritual power a person may appear to have, the idea that one person is more important than another belongs to the realm of ego. Just said, do not become egotistical. Spirit loves and respects all beings equally. What our world needs are more people who are spiritually connected to their hearts. As you become such a being, others will seek you out. You don't need to set yourself up as being anything at all. You can enjoy the relief of giving up any obsession with appearances or external validation. Instead, dive deep into the nourishing inner realm of your own soul with trust in all that is and all that shall be. Free from distracting and disempowering pursuits, you may connect, rest, and restore yourself with a real sense of your spiritual beauty, value, and presence. In the space of restful immersion, you realize you are enough. Anapasis brings special guidance for those who have been going through deeply challenging struggles of the mind, body, and soul. Perhaps you feel exhausted, confused, and afraid. Even if you are still going strong in the outer world, you have a need for spiritual convalescence. You are encouraged to allow yourself adequate rest and to engage in activities geared toward healing. This oracle recognizes there is something you have been working hard to bring into being. With a little more trust in your spiritual connection, you'll find the way easier and more joyful. You don't need to push yourself so hard. Spirit can sustain you through devotion and commitment so that every effort you make is more than matched by the inflow of spiritual grace. Don't allow your mind or the deranged ways of the world to create weariness and yet another drama. Take rest in the spiritual light of love, rest from fear, rest from anxiety, rest from needing to work it all out right now. Even on your most confusing or most productive days, you can find renewal in spirit. It's always available to you, even right now. Like all the cards that I've done from this deck, it's the White Light Oracle by Alana Fairchild. They sum it up every time today. It's been awesome. So there you go, guys. Like, it is what it is. Put the work in, take care of yourself in the process. Don't get egotistical, stay out of the headspace, and play nice with others. Those are the key takeaway points. Stay out of your ego. But right now, it's like all systems a go. Don't forget to take it easy, though, in the meantime. So, all right, Pisces, I hope this reading resonated for you. If it did, hit that like button. Helps give me confirmation that what I'm doing here is working for you guys. And then hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. It's going to give you notifications for all the readings that come up in the future. Hit that bell. I think you can customize those to do what you want them to do. So I wish you guys a fantastic month in November. I'll get you guys out another video here hopefully before too long. In the meantime, keep an eye out for the daily collective messages Monday through Friday. And I will see you guys real soon. So take care. Bye.